On the outside, the Swift sports a sleek and modern design. Suzuki have introduced a new Horizon design line that wraps around the vehicle, creating a sense of motion. Rounded shoulder lines give it a sporty edge, while the iconic Suzuki badge proudly sits at the front of the bonnet. Lower headlight positions and L-shaped daytime running lights not only enhance visibility, but also add a touch of sophistication. And check out those clear rear tailgate lights.
Harvey Norman, Naya Road, Swan Hill, open till 4 o'clock this afternoon and every weekend. Mix FM News.
Part of the Ace Radio Network, 107.7 and 98.7 Mix FM.
19 degrees in Melbourne, sunny today, top of 32. It's 9 o'clock. Good morning. I'm Dennis O'Kane. Alfred has now been downgraded to an ex-tropical cyclone, but warnings remain for dangerous and life-threatening flash flooding and destructive winds across southeast Queensland and also northern New South Wales. Lismore residents in New South Wales are bracing for the worst, with flooding threatening to inundate the town for the second time in 2 years. A year after ignoring the call, the Allen government will finally look at banning machetes as youth crime across the state spirals out of control. Cabinet could decide as early as next week to introduce an amnesty before enforcing a prohibition of both the sale and possession of machetes. Well, Shadow Police Minister David Southwick says the government is finally doing something, but he questions why an amnesty.
The first thing we need to do is just ban them. I mean, if people want to hand them in, they can hand them in, but why are we delaying? Why are we wasting our time? I mean, seriously.
Police figures show you're more likely to have your car stolen if you drive a Mercedes than, say, a Mazda. 4 of the top 5 makes stolen in 2023-24 were the prestige European models such as the Mercs, the BMWs and the Audis. Volkswagens also sit high on the list. Other figures obtained by the Herald Sun show you're more likely to lose your car across Melbourne South and East. The western suburbs and the major regional centres have also been hit hard. Unions are claiming women's wages have grown by almost $3,000 a year as part of federal government reforms. The ACTU has released a new report to mark International Women's Day. The peak union body argues it's the first time wages have grown in about 10 years. President Michelle O'Neill says the gender pay gap is now at an all-time low.
Wages for women have started to speed up and real wages are now increasing. But we've also got some new figures that show us, on average, women have earned an extra $7,800 that they wouldn't have earned since the Albanese government's been elected.
A woman who had to be rescued while fishing off Foster Beach in the state's east got more than she bargained for when the police arrived. They discovered the 48-year-old's car had stolen plates. She'll be facing Currumborough Court on a string of charges. Briefly, in other news, it's 11 years today since that Malaysian Airlines jet vanished somewhere deep in the Indian Ocean. Sunny days and warm nights ahead for Melbourne's Moomba Festival. The Birdman Rally back again with the entrants braving the Yarra River. Unlike last year, Monday's parade is going ahead. Last year it was cancelled because of the heat. Now to finance, and the Dow Jones closing up 222 points and $1 Australian buying 63 US cents.
Sport for Harvey Norman Swan Hill. All your electrical, computer and furniture needs. Open 7 days with ample parking. Naya Road.
Hawks off to a flying start for season 2025 at a soggy SCG, defeating the Swans by 20 points. Coach Sam Mitchell says lessons from last season paid off last night.
They got right on top around most of the third quarter, and we sort of held them off enough, and then to come home well, I thought showed a bit of resilience, which was important tonight.
Supercars driver Cam Waters has given Melbourne's new Westgate Tunnel a test run ahead of next weekend's Australian Formula One Grand Prix. He says he can't wait to get onto onto the Albert Park circuit.
It's always a bit of a challenging weekend. A lot of risk as well. It's quite a fast-flowing track. So hopefully we can stay to the walls this year and get some good results.
Nick Kyrgios has broken down in tears after being forced to retire from the Indian Wells tournament with a wrist pain, and MacArthur has gone down to Melbourne FC 2-0 in the A-League. That's the latest news in sport.
Mix1077.com.au, powered by Swan Hill Fishing and Shooting Supplies.
If you or someone you love has been affected by cancer, call Cancer Council on 13 11 20 for information and support. Because tackling cancer takes all of us.
Beds R Us up to 60 months interest free. Plus 40% off the RRP on all Swiss Tech mattresses. At participating stores, T's and C's apply.
Visual Appeal Furniture, Beds R Us, Kerrang. Stand out.
Whatever the balance of your savings, give it the boost it deserves. Earn 4.75% per annum with NAB Reward Saver. Just make one deposit and no withdrawals each month. Search NAB Reward Saver. NAB. More than money. Interest rate subject to change. Consider the T's and C's and if this product is right for you. Product TMD available at nab.com.au/TMD.
Get into the garden with Mallee Sand and Garden Supplies. Pebbles, mulch, sleepers, potting mix and more. malleesand.com.au. Mix FM weather.
Your 4-day forecast for the Mallee. Sunny today, winds easterly 15 to 20 k's and the fire danger high. Partly cloudy tomorrow, chance of showers likely in the afternoon and early evening. Chance of a thunderstorm, 34 degrees. Partly cloudy Monday, slight chance of a shower with light winds, 36. And sunny Tuesday, light winds, 36 as well. Around the Mallee, we're heading for a top today of 34.
Holt's Mitsubishi March Mayhem demo sale is on now. LMCT 235.
And right now it's 22 degrees.